Squire Talon here. I'm going to talk about some fighting philosophy, mainly one in particular. Disarming your opponent. When you disarm your opponent, alright, some people say you need to let your opponent pick up their weapon, you gotta let them fight, it's the honorable thing to do. Alright, then this is mainly in a 1v1 scenario, alright? When you're on the field, there can be a million other factors that can contribute to why your opponent was disarmed. Say in a tournament scenario, or if you're 1v1 sparring or whatever. If I disarm my opponent, and when I say disarm, I don't mean I arm them and they had to drop their sword if there's no magic switch. No, I mean I hit them and they go to block with their weapon and it gets knocked out of their hand, or your opponent isn't holding their sword correctly, and when they swing, it just flies out of their hand. I kill that person. Like, they get bodied for it immediately. No one else contributed to that scenario. All right, there was no third party that magically made them lose their sword. Either I disarmed them or they threw their sword away. One way or the other, they deserve to lose this fight for it. They need to be taught the lesson. Hey man, you should probably hold on to that. It's kind of, important that you have that so you can win the fight. I don't consider it dishonorable. When we tap swords at the beginning of the fight, they had their sword. And I didn't do anything crazy or sketchy, like I put grease over the handle of their weapon so it would slide out and then, I could win this fight 4 hours from now. No, I didn't do anything like that. I didn't tell anyone to do anything like that. If some type of, cartoon level dastardly deeds are happening on the field, I didn't have nothing to do with that. And if we find out something later, we can redo the fight, whatever, sure. But if I knock your weapon out of your hand, or you let go of your sword for whatever reason, during a tournament especially, or in a sparring match, you're getting dusted for it. It's not dishonorable. You started with your weapon. If you're like, oh man, my handle was messed up, you need to be taking care of your own gear and stuff like that. That's on you. But no one else took your weapon from you, aside from me, your opponent, or yourself, because you wanted to lose suddenly. Couldn't tell you why. But yeah, there's nothing dishonorable about offing that person. In my opinion, them losing will teach them the hard lesson of, get a better grip on your sword, man. Alright, I put like tennis racket grip on all my stuff. It helps me grip through the gloves. Just, people can get bodied for it. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing dishonorable about defeating your opponent while they're at a disadvantage. That's the whole point of the fight. Alright, you tap swords, it starts off fair. Even if you arm that person and they have to drop their sword like in Dagger here, you cause that wound. The whole point of the fight, the second you tap swords, is to put your opponent at a disadvantage so you can win. Take your advantages and use them to your advantage and win the fight. Alright, if you gotta arm them, arm them. If you gotta leg them, leg them. If you're bigger than that person and you knock them to the ground, you knock them to the ground, so long as it's legal and not extremely sketchy. Alright, don't do anything weird like cheat. Yes, cheating's weird. Don't do that, it's bad. But yeah, if you didn't cheat and you disarm them, or they disarm themselves, go ahead and take that win. Take those. Alright? Teach everyone something that day. Anyways, that's my small bit on it.